Welcome back to Coin Sense and Nonsense. Today, after years of saving quarters and hunting quarters and looking for certain die varieties, I've given up. And not so much on the Minnesota, but for the Wisconsin quarter, I finally caved and I bought the extra leaf. This one's the low leaf, not low life. But there it is. Look at that. It's not really even much like a leaf. It's a scrape. But let me explain a little more about this. It's got kind of an interesting story, and you'll see why I'm giving up. All right. So although this is way more modern than I typically like to collect in slabbed coins, this was a must-have for me. This is a very significant coin to me. This kind of reignited my interest in coin collecting, as it did for a lot of people, I'm sure. Always had that thought, I could find one, I could find one. Well, after doing a lot of searching and coming up empty, and then finally getting some reference books and doing some more digging, I came to the realization that it just wasn't going to happen. The numbers just aren't there. These were mostly found in Arizona, in the Tucson area. There's two varieties. There's the low leaf, and then there's one called high leaf. And supposedly there are more of the high leaf variety around, but as far as like the PCGS population and all that, it seems like the low leaf variety is the more available, especially in the higher grades. MS65 and above, for example, I think 60% of the coins are the low leaf variety. So it's just more of a numbers game. So this one is MS65, and the high, I think, is MS67, because these were all in circulation. And so there is kind of an interesting story with this, and someone from our YouTube community is actually very involved in the discovery or the kind of the getting the word out about this coin. Ben the Coin Geek from Old Pueblo Coin Exchange was involved in the, kind of met the person, I guess, who came into the shop and said, hey, is this something? This is all according to the reference materials I've read in the Red Book, so anybody can feel free to comment. But there are, like I say, two varieties, and I'm going to get them both eventually. The MS65 in the low leaf, the book value on this from PCGS is about $125. The high leaf variety in MS65 is about $225, and so it's just because there are so many fewer of the of the high leaf in higher grade. Sheesh. Happy to have this. It's, like I say, the end of hunting for this. It's one of the few Washington quarter varieties that is in the Denver Mint. Most things, like with the double dies and any kind of weird things on the statehood quarters, most of them were the Philadelphia Mint. But this one, it's theorized that a Mint employee used a kind of a blunt tool and made marks in the working dies. And so the two different varieties, the high leaf and the low leaf, look slightly different, but it doesn't really even look like a leaf. It's got kind of a weird line to it, like it was they thought maybe a socket or some other kind of tool was used. So, and they think it is a Mint employee that did it, because also the Roosevelt dime from the Denver Mint in 2004 was found to have a similar mark near Roosevelt's ear. So, a little backstory there. So I'm happy to add this, and it's good to know that I don't have to look with desperation anymore. I'm still going to check the Wisconsin quarters. You never know. But the likelihood of finding one is really low. I think I started to say that the distribution for these was mostly in southern Arizona, kind of maybe a little bit of West Texas. They had them, I guess, found as far north as Flagstaff in Arizona. But there haven't been too many new discoveries that I'm aware of or could find out about. And you can't always trust the mintage or the certified numbers. I'm all tongue-tied there. The number of certified coins is what I was trying to say is sometimes not representative, because people might be disappointed with the grade they got and crack out the coin and resubmit it. And so there are probably more certifications than actual coins because people have resent in things. So I hope you've enjoyed checking it out and sharing in my, I guess, celebration that I don't have to hunt for that one anymore. I'm still going to look. I've got a bunch of rolls put away of other states, and we'll be checking for other varieties. Far less valuable. The like an MS65 of the Minnesota might be worth about $70, or yeah, 60, $70. Wait a minute now, I knew that wasn't sounding right. So MS65 is worth $35, and the MS67, which is like top pop, is $70. The extra leaf is definitely where you want to be. Thanks so much for watching. Coincidence and nonsense. Till next time. Bye. Bye.